The skies above the town of Kramatorsk. The Ukrainian government says one of their helicopters exploded after it was shot in the fuel tank just as it was taking off. The pilot survived.
A helicopter was taking off and then crashed. It crashed on top of a small plane and exploded. It was on fire and there were firemen, 4 fire engines. You can see smoke is probably still billowing.
And in the southern port of Odessa, another explosion at a police roadblock. One report said that a grenade was thrown from a passing vehicle. The police say 7 people were injured. Over the border in southwestern Russia, military exercises continue. The size and scope of these exercises has alarmed the Ukrainian government, but also many governments in the West. Russia has said that if the lives of ethnic Russians in Ukraine are threatened, it reserves the right to take action. At a volunteer camp near Donetsk, they are learning new and lethal skills. There are some 100 Ukrainian men here, most not prepared to show their faces in the current uncertainty. But they say they're preparing for a Russian invasion. Of course, these men are no match for the Russian army in terms of numbers, in terms of training or equipment. But the existence of this camp does suggest one thing, that if the Russians were to invade, they would encounter some resistance in eastern Ukraine, unlike Crimea.
We've gathered to save Ukraine as a united country, to stop the traitors and insurgents. We want to save our families and our cities. And if not us, who will do this?
They're also learning battlefield first aid, another skill they hope they won't have to use. But right now, in eastern Ukraine, nobody is taking anything for granted. Barnaby Phillips, Al Jazeera, near Donetsk.